just throwing everything at Chase Briscoe he can. It's a win, and you're in. And the 29-year-old from Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe wins the Southern 500.
Now you may be wondering, Skyler, you're a Kyle Busch fan. Why are you wearing this shirt? Well, I can't be mad at our winner. I cannot be mad. It was my idol's flagship car versus my current favorite driver. And I'm just glad the 14 car could see victory lane for one, probably, more than likely, one final time. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Welcome to my Darlington post-race review, and man, I'm a little emotional. I haven't cried yet, but oh man, I might just. Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe. We'll talk more about this in a bit, but oh man, I actually changed my shirt. I wasn't even wearing my Briscoe shirt. I was wearing my Christopher Bell New Hampshire weekend shirt. I literally just decided to chuck this on for the video. I mean, it's Briscoe, man. Chase, dude, if you're watching this, hell yeah. Way to f***ing go, buddy. Way to f***ing go. I told you you'd do it in New Hampshire. I told you you'd do it, and you did. I'm proud of you, man. I'm fucking proud of you. Fuck yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, let's talk about Darlington. The Southern 500, my favorite race of the year. Out of all 38 races that go around the calendar year, this is the one that's always circled on the calendar. I love, with all my heart, the Southern 500. It is my favorite race of every year. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, I'm pretty... it's been a wild weekend for me, to say the least, between working full days, Friday and Saturday, and having soccer team parties Friday and Saturday on night. And I mean, I ended up going to the city to watch, well, about an hour and a half north of here to watch Man United get beaten on by Liverpool, and I didn't even get to watch Charles Leclerc win at Monza. Being a Ferrari fan, shoot me, and a Charles Leclerc fan. If you guys know, I do a Leclerc career mode here on the channel, so that one was kind of a bummer, but anyway, enough jibber jabbering, let's get into it. 2 laps in, Martin Truex Jr. just decides to say, screw it, I didn't feel like running Darlington in my final season. I'm gonna send it too far deep under William Byron, lose control, and pound the fence. So, and then Ryan Blaney came with him. The 19 and the 12 are taken out on lap 3. And it looked like for a moment that Ryan Blaney hurt his hand. Fortunately, he was okay, but like, it was a little bit of a scare in the moment. Oh my god, dude, I'm getting hella tired. I gotta edit this video quick and head to friggin' bed, dude. Holy, but yeah, dude, man, like what more can I say? What more can I say? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the first like 320 laps after that Truex caution were boring as god hell. Cause, well, Bubba had the lead. I watched qualifying and practice and qualifying at work yesterday, and man, Bubba absolutely flew. Bubba absolutely flew to the front. He put up 2 crazy good laps to get the pole. Shout out Carson Hocevar putting on the front row there too. Interviewed that guy. Actually, that's here on the channel. Go check out my New Hampshire vlog. Man, I should tell this. Man, Carson Hocevar, if you're watching this, for the love of God, restock your Dirt to Daytona t-shirts, because I will buy one. I promise you that I will buy one. But anyway, yeah, no, like, it was just a pretty boring race, because like the first cycle of green flag pit stops, it was Bubba Wallace who came down pit road first, Beautiful Air Force scheme, by the way. I always love the Air Force cars. Bubba pits at the same time Larson does. Larson jumps Bubba in the pits. And once that happens, good lord. Man, I'm just realizing something. Wait, other side. Here. Can you understand why I'm a little emotional about this win? Can you understand? But, yeah, no. Let's stay on track. Larson dominated this race. I mean, dominated. I think he led 300 laps out of 367. I'm gonna double check that right now. I wanna know how many laps Kyle Larson led today. Yes, we know. Larson. Will it tell me how many laps he led? NASCAR app? Can you tell me how many laps Kyle Larson led? I would like to know that, please. Okay. I don't know, but... Yeah, no. Essentially, Kyle Larson just hauled balls. I mean, there was times where Larson would be, like, on stage restarts. Man. Briscoe. It's not like he fluked into this one. He was in the top 5 all friggin' day. Qualified 4th. I think the lowest he went back to non-green flag pit stops was 6. Like, that 14 car had some speed. That 14 car had some real speed in it today. And Chase Briscoe took advantage of that. Chase Briscoe took advantage of that. He drove a hell of a Southern 500. As emotional as I am about it and all that, I'm trying to keep the bias away, but I have to give him credit. Like, Chase Briscoe drove an amazing Southern 500. Not as amazing as Kyle Larson, but my God, it was really good. And to add to some more interesting factors during the race, like Denny Hamlin especially, he was the leader of like that leading the long, staying out longer strategy. So like if Larson, Bubba, Reddick, all those guys would pit, Denny would essentially wait 15 or 20 laps, then come down pit road, and then just fly by all of them pretty much. And I mean, honestly, more times than not you could, but I mean, you'd get to like the second or the third place car and everything would just stall out almost, and then, yeah, because you wouldn't really have the advantage. Your tires would wear out a little bit from passing all the other cars, and then the guys in like second and third who are on the older tires can just kind of air block like the next gen has always done all season. I'm just realizing this friggin' neck is down way too low right now, but yeah. What else do I say? Oh my God, I forgot to mention, Tyler Reddick was dying sick. Didn't he report on like lap? Oh, he would have reported at the stage 1 caution, because I know it wasn't the friggin' Truex and Blaney caution. Reddick was like, oh yeah, I'm throwing up and I'm shitting myself in the car. So, yeah, NASCAR Twitter is gonna have a field day with that one. But, yeah, so it was I mean, other than watching the race for just the leaders and stuff, I haven't even mentioned this yet. You can just tell how crazy this race is getting. So, you were watching the regular season points championship between Tyler Reddick and Kyle Larson. NBC didn't care about it until the end, but I was caring about it, because, I mean, that's a big chunk of playoff points for the winner of the regular season championship. And back here, you have the playoff bubble. It's Buescher versus Bubba. Buescher gets advantage at one point. Then it goes to Bubba. Then it goes to Buescher. Then it goes to Bubba. But then a new leader comes into the picture, and then they're both out. And it's like, oh my God. Oh, good heavens. And like after that Truex wreck, there was honestly a point where you thought Truex might even miss the playoffs, but it didn't end up happening. Like, yeah. So, well, Truex ended up locking in at the end of stage 2, but honestly, it's been such a long weekend for me. Thank God I have Monday to recover and just make videos. But, man, I was dead as a donkey. I mean, I think I was in a bit of a food coma. The only thing I had during the race was a protein shake. and I was getting ready to pass out, kind of like I am right now. But then the strategy started to come into play because you could see Buescher pitted early, Bubba pitted late, and even when Bubba pitted late, he was still passing cars. And then the gap was like -3, -2, and it's like, oh baby, this is gonna get intense. And then they go to a side-by-side commercial. I go for a piss. I come back out, and Carson Hocevar's wrecked on the inside wall. I was like, damn it. Okay. The green flag strategy here would have been interesting, but let's talk about this. Then some guys pitted, some guys didn't. What happened the restart? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, because was this? No. Let me double check this, because I'm pretty sure this was the restart where Chastain stayed out. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that moment. Well, when Denny Hamlin put William Byron in the wall there by accident. Free excuse to rip on Denny Hamlin for all the NASCAR haters. Oh yeah, this would have been when Chris Buescher left took Todd Gilliland. So, they were coming out on exit of 2. I mean, Gilliland does get up the track. I mean, he comes up off the apron, so I'm assuming he comes up a little loose. Buescher hits the wall, and I mean, he immediately comes back into Todd Gilliland and just hooks him into the wall. On the in-car, it looked like he just kind of got loose. Did a good job of hiding it, I guess, but you could tell on the radio he wasn't very friendly of Todd Gilliland. I think he intentionally hooked Todd Gilliland, but that's not my battle to decide. And then, yeah, so, oh my God, yeah, so on this caution, pretty well everybody pits, but Chastain stays out. And Chase Briscoe makes one of the best moves I've ever seen in a race car. Sends it 3 wide on Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson going into turn 3. And then sends it underneath Ross Chastain and clears Ross Chastain in the middle of 3 and 4. Is like, dude, like, if Kyle Larson wasn't going to win today, I'm happy Briscoe did, because Briscoe deserved this win. He flat out earned this Southern 500, but shortly after that, you had the Darlington big one. Denny Hamlin puts Josh Berry in the middle and Ty Gibbs on the top. Josh Berry gets into Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs goes in the wall. He gets into Josh Berry. They go spinning, and then it's just a chain reaction. William Byron's in it, Noah Gregson's in it, and then Bubba Wallace is in it, which essentially kills the playoff picture. Like, I mean, the playoff picture was already... Oh, yeah, Suarez was in that wreck, too. But the playoff picture was already killed from Chase Briscoe taking the lead. It would have been killed even with Ross Chastain taking the lead, because the way Chastain was running, there was no way in hell he was going to point his way in. But, yeah, Buescher made it through. So, really, all Buescher could really do was just keep all 4 wheels clean and on the track and make sure they didn't have a new winner. But man, it did not look good for that. It did not look very good for that, because on the restart after that, a few, I think the top 4 stayed out. Actually, no, it was the top 8, because Kyle Busch pitted, and he was the first car out in 9th, and he passed like 4 cars immediately on the restart. And I mean, for you guys that don't know, I grew up a Tony Stewart fan. You can probably tell, but yeah, that's my idol. Kyle Busch became my favorite driver when Tony Stewart left the garage. So, the race came down to my idol's flagship car in its final season versus my current favorite driver's car. Versus my current favorite driver. And the winner gets into the playoffs, and the loser doesn't. These two battled it at the exact same track in Darlington in 2020, and just like in Darlington 2020 in that Xfinity race, Chase Briscoe came out on top. It was a great battle. Kyle would get it within a few tenths, and then Briscoe would get back clear, but man, Chase Briscoe, he forced Kyle to go in the line where he wasn't as good. They were both better on the top. Briscoe had the clean air. He could use the top more. Kyle's had so many second and third place finishes this year. It's kind of crazy. He's either been at the very back or in the top 5, I feel like, with Kyle this year. But yeah, no. But it was a great 15-lap shootout, and Chase Briscoe was your winner of the 2024 Southern 500. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And so, Briscoe makes the playoffs. Bubba Wallace doesn't miss the playoff, or misses the playoffs. Chris Buescher misses the playoffs. Ty Gibbs almost missed the playoffs with that wreck. But Ross Chastain has missed the playoffs. Kyle goddamn Busch missed the playoffs. Austin Dillon, who won a race, missed the playoffs. Like, 4.5 guys right there who should be in the playoffs and aren't. Like, and especially in a 16 driver like playoff. If it was 10 or 12 like back in the day, then I wouldn't be as mind blown. But like, wow, it's so crazy to think about. And Tyler Reddick does sneak the regular season championship. Tyler Reddick won the regular season championship by 1 point while driving with a huge illness. So massive respect to the Red Dog. The Red Dog pulled it out. He came up in the clutch. Ty Gibbs was one of 2 drivers to advance in on points. Ironically enough, they were both Joe Gibbs Racing drivers. And yeah, man, that's your Southern 500. You could tell Chase Briscoe was pretty emotional on pit road. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do while I was watching the last 15 laps of that race. My heart was literally pounding through my chest. And at the end of the day, I was like, as long as one of them win, I'm happy. But I can't be mad that Kyle Busch isn't in the playoffs because he doesn't deserve to be there on performance this year. He just doesn't. And you can argue with me otherwise, but I can't agree with you. I cannot understand a world where Kyle Busch deserves to be in the playoffs in 2024. Like, I don't see it. I'm sorry. I do not see it. Just don't. But, yeah, that's how the story goes. Chase Briscoe is a winner at the Darlington Raceway. So sick. So happy for him. And yeah, you could tell Bubba, Kyle, Buescher, they were all not too happy, but yeah, what more can you say, man? I'm just happy the 14 car gets a win in its final season. 6-year-old me would have never thought of this day. I can still remember the day I watched the 14 car win for the first time. 2008 was the first year I watched NASCAR, and I only watched like 1 or 2 races. My first race I can actually, like, I remember watching was when Carl Edwards pulled the video game move on Jimmy Johnson at Kansas 2008. And yeah, and then the next year I was always looking for a favorite, and then behold the red number 14. If you guys know anything about me, I've always been a sucker for red. And yeah. Oh my god. I'm sorry I'm putting you guys through this, but I just know how happy the younger version of me would be right now. Just wanted to see Tony win, and I remember meeting Briscoe at the dirt track in New Hampshire, and such a nice fella, so down to earth, and such a nice personality. And I remember telling him, I was like, I really hope you win this weekend, just because, like the New Hampshire weekend, just because it's probably the last time I'll be at a race in 2024, and you're the man who's driving the 14 car. That's my idol's car, so go out there and give it hell, man. And yeah, he's the first Cup driver I've ever met, and I will forever appreciate that ever since. That goes a long way, Chase. It really does. It goes a long way. Yeah. See Briscoe get that win. It meant a lot to me. I mean, it sucks that he had to beat out Kyle Busch of all people to do it, but just how the story goes. I'm sure Kyle will get his win this year. I'm sure he'll get one win in 20 straight years, but yeah. Don't be a bitch. Alright. Let's get into your finishing results here, because I need to stop crying. Well, Chase Briscoe wins. Chase Briscoe. Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Corey LaJoie with the top 10? Where the hell did he come from? And Tyler Reddick round out your top 10. Wow. Wowzers, wowzers. Chase Elliott, who was pretty much irrelevant all day, pulls out an 11th. Ryan Preece, he was up in 4th on that final restart too. That's kind of crazy. Oh, I want to appreciate some of NASCAR race that didn't go to an overtime. Thank Jesus. Oh, it's about goddamn time. Holy Lord. But, yeah. Austin Cindric in 13th. Brad Keselowski. Austin Dillon. Bubba Wallace. Todd Gilliland. Daniel Suarez. Alex Bowman. Ty Gibbs. Harrison Burton. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Zane Smith. Eric Jones. John Hunter Nemechek. Shane Van Gisbergen. Justin Haley. Michael McDowell. Daniel Hemrick. William Byron. Josh Berry. Noah Gregson. Carson Hocevar. Kaz Grala. Timmy Hill. Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Blaney. Round out your points. Let's show you how your playoffs look. Alright, heading into Atlanta, we will see in race 1 of the playoffs, Kyle Larson as the 1 seed, 25 points above the cut line. Christopher Bell, who is, what? I can't do math, I'm dumb. But, yeah. Bell's the 2 seed, Reddick's the 3 seed, then followed by Byron, Blaney, Hamlin, Elliott, Keselowski, Logano, Cindric, Suarez, and Bowman. Bowman is currently tied with Chase Briscoe for the last spot on the cut line, and Harrison Burton is tied in that cut line as well. Ty Gibbs is the 15 seed, and Martin Truex Jr. is the 16 seed. I will have my playoff predictions video come out probably Friday or Saturday, one or the other. I gotta put my NFL prediction video will be out on Thursday. I know that much. Spoiler alert for any of my NFL fans who are returning from last year. The Browns season will be back. I will be recording the Browns Cowboys game tomorrow, so hope you're ready for that. But yeah, no. Should be a fun one. And yeah, man, your playoff field is set. So many good drivers missed this year. It's kind of crazy, but it's crazy to think that only 2 guys made it on points. Okay, computer, but I'm just waiting for the year that we have more than, like, what? We're gonna have more than 16 winners one of these years. One of these years, get out of here, ant. But I don't even know it was an ant. It was just a tiny bug. Just ant was the first word that came to my mind. But one of these years, we are going to have a repeat winner. Like, well, we're going to have more than 18 winners. And yeah, how does that happen? Like, how do we have a tiebreaker there? Especially in this next-gen era where all the parts are virtually the same. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. But yeah, I'm probably going to take a day to sit on the NASCAR playoffs. I'll make my playoff predictions video Tuesday, and I'll have that out Friday or Saturday. But yeah, man. Wow. What a way to end the regular season. Holy crap. But before we go, it is time to put this race on the Skyler scale. Before 80 laps to go, this probably would have been a 60%. I appreciate pure natural racing, but it's just, as tired as I was, it was just not what I was looking for. And I'm about ready for bed while I'm recording this, but I'm putting the Southern 500 on the Skyler scale, it's got to be an 85. Like, that race just went from to boom. Actually, no, I'm giving it a 90. Screw it. Skyler scale. Why is my door open? I'm gonna close that real quick. But yeah, we're giving it a 90 on the Skyler scale. It was a hell of a race. I love the Southern 500. Kyle Larson made it really boring in the beginning, but yeah, we got ourselves a winner in the Southern 500, and his name is Chase Briscoe. 90%, and oh, the amount of Tony Stewart die-casts I have in this room, but we got it done. We got it done. One last time for the 14, more than likely. Unless Briscoe goes out and wins like Atlanta or... You know what? I could actually see him winning at Bristol. And what's the round of 12? I don't think he's winning at Kansas. Nah, maybe Dega. I don't see him winning at the Roval. I mean, maybe he could have a good run at the Oval, or the Roval, but the last time he was in the playoffs, he made it to the round of 8. You never know, man. Imagine the 14 cars in the championship for. Holy smokes, but yeah, that's gonna round it out for Darlington, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. What a race. There's so much to talk about. So much to talk about after the Southern 500, but man. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you thought of the Southern 500 in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video, share this video with a friend, subscribe, notifications turned on, and yeah, join the Patreon. You want early access to all my content, and Chase Briscoe. I predicted you to win Daytona. Why didn't I predict Chase Briscoe to win this week instead of last week? God damn it. I had Briscoe win at Daytona last week. Well, the 14 never wins at Daytona. I mean, it was the summer race, but still. Oh, well. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure the last time Stewart won at Daytona was when he hooked Kyle Busch on the last lap in 2009, the Burger King car. Don't ask me how I remember that, but childhood Skyler remembers a lot of Tony Stewart things, and yeah. Thanks for doing childhood me proud, Chase. Love you, buddy. And yeah, I'll see y'all at Atlanta next week. Football season's back, so my content schedule is gonna be blah. I was about to say like 15 words put together, but it's gonna be a screwy September, October, and middle of November, up to say the least. I am gonna be jam-packed. But yeah, guys, I will see you next weekend at Atlanta. Oh god, that'll be crazy. Atlanta is a playoff next week. Yeah, take care, guys, and enjoy a Chase Briscoe win. See you next time. Take care, and boys.